Saturday afternoon, I'm going to the gym. Alright, I have a lot that I have to go over today, so once I get back, I'm going to just, get everything over with. It's going to be good. I'm going to try to be productive today. Alright. Just got back from the gym. I got to get ready. Alright, showered, shaved, feeling good. Okay. So the other day I made a video. So I was basically talking about if you're not doing anything, if you're laying around just feeling lazy, you're gonna feel even worse if you lay there. Yeah, whatever. So so I took all these notes and I wrote this huge wrote this huge, come on, there, kind of, huge paragraph, all this stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, and then I started filming it, and it felt weird. It didn't feel authentic. I didn't like it, so I'm just gonna scrap the whole thing. I'm just gonna redo it right now, because it didn't feel right. Usually, this is how I make my videos. I'll think of an idea, a single thought, and then it just periodically throughout the day, I'll think more and more about what I want to say. But usually I don't write it down because I like to be in the moment speaking. Right now, none of this is I didn't write any of this down. I just kind of thought about it a little bit. I like to give myself little key points of what I want to talk about and then expand on them once I start recording. That's usually how I make my videos. And I think that that's the best way for me to make these because it's how I feel in that exact moment, and it's just my thoughts straight out. There's no pre-recording. The most I'll do sometimes is just write down key points just so I don't forget them. But ever since I started making videos, I've gotten a lot better at just remembering this stuff, so it's been good. Sometimes I forget here and there, but for the most part I've gotten a lot better with it, which is awesome, because when I first started making these, I would just forget everything and it sucked and I was really struggling. So yeah, I'm glad that I was kind of able to get better at that with time. So yeah, that's one thing that I don't like doing. I don't like writing all that down because it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel and as soon as I started recording, I was stuttering and just having to pick up my phone and try to read this thing. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel genuine. I don't know. I just felt weird about it. So I'm just going to delete the whole thing and I'm remaking it right now. So good stuff. But yeah, that's typically how I make my videos though. I'll just, whatever comes to mind, that's what I say. The only thing is like I was saying before, I'll just get an idea, something that I kind of want to speak about, something that I can expand on later on, but it just starts out as just one idea. I think that for me, that's the best way because, it's what I'm thinking right now, so it feels the most authentic to me in this exact moment. Maybe 6 months down the road from now, my opinion might change a little bit on something, but probably not. I don't know. Who knows, But yeah, so that's how I make my videos. Just one single idea, one just simple thought that's, nothing yet, and then I later expand on that in a video, and I just say whatever comes to mind. It's worked so far, so, and it feels the best. It feels the most authentic, so that's kind of how I do these. There's really not much to it at all. And that's why, I feel in a lot of my earlier videos, a lot of it seemed a little bit incoherent, because that's just how I did this. I just managed to get a little bit better at it. I hope I got a little bit better at it anyway. So, yeah. So, yeah, what I want to talk about, in that video... Is this thing really about to die? Okay, whatever. I'll make this quick. What I was going to talk about in this video, the one that I wrote out and I'm going to delete now, this happens to me all the time. It's always nice coming home from work and you just you lay down or whatever, or even on weekends, because it was a Sunday when I made that. So Sundays, I hate Sundays. I don't like them at all just because it's such a lazy day and it feels like nothing's going on, nothing's being accomplished. So it's I have all this built up energy just from relaxing all weekend, and I feel there's no way to use it. I could go to the gym, but it only does so much. I feel there's not much ever going on a Sundays, and I don't like that. The main point I was trying to get across was just like, you know, if you're not doing anything, if you're just like laying around, which is what I was doing that day a lot, like, you know, it's always on those like lazy days where you're just like, you're laying in bed, you kind of feel just tired and sluggish, and you're just laying around not really doing much. But the worst thing you could do is continue to lay around and not do anything, because it always happens to me. Like, I'm guilty of it like almost every single day. Like, if I'm just laying there and I'm like starting to feel terrible and tired, maybe I took a nap and I'm just kind of laying around afterwards, if I don't get up and like go to the gym or, you know, make a video or just do something productive, like I feel so much worse, especially after like 2 hours. Like, let's say I get home and I take a nap and then I wake up at like 3 o'clock or something, because I always take like a 2-hour nap. Like, try not to, but I do. So let's say you get home and you take a nap or whatever, that's like, you know, an hour, and then, you know, you wake up from that nap an hour later and you're just kind of laying around. You're just laying in bed, cruising on your phone, going on social media, whatever. And then that's another like hour, maybe hour and a half or whatever, because you don't realize like time goes by that quick. And then by that time it's, you know, maybe it's like 5 or 6 o'clock. And then you just don't feel like doing anything, because then it's like kind of getting later, and, you know, maybe you eat dinner and that's about it. And then by the time it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, you realize like, wow, I haven't really accomplished anything, and now you kind of have to start getting ready for the next day. Like, that always makes me feel terrible because it's like I didn't do anything. Like, I have all this energy that I didn't use. So it's just, I thought about that a lot the other day, and I realized like if you're not doing anything, if you're not using that energy, you're gonna feel worse. So the worst thing you can do is continue to lay around if you're feeling like really lazy. Like, I feel like as tough as it is, you just kind of have to get yourself, you got to force yourself to get up and like get out and do something, because if you don't, you're just going to feel worse for the rest of the day. It happens to me all the time. So that's one thing that like always bothered me, is like I always catch myself doing that. Like, I'll be laying around, you know, on my phone, just laying in bed doing whatever, and then I realize like after 45 minutes or an hour, I'm like, God, I really feel like so tired today for no reason. Like, I didn't even do anything today. And that's exactly it. Like, you're not doing anything, so you're gonna feel even more tired. So, you know, and then you continue to stay in bed even longer, and you end up feeling worse. So yeah, don't do that. So yeah, don't do that. Like, that's something I always do, and it sucks, because I feel like at the end of the day, if I haven't accomplished anything, if I didn't work out or go for a run or just anything, then I end up feeling terrible. So that's basically what that video was about. Alright, well, my camera is about to die, so I think right now I gotta go get food because I'm starving, and then afterwards I'm going to start editing a video. That's crooked. Why is this crooked? Sorry, I'm like not, it's this thing still. I'm still getting used to it and setting it up. I'm gonna go get food now and then start editing. Going to get food now, and then I gotta get some work done. Alright, I'm back. Got the goods. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there, actually.